Hi, back again this week. I hope your weekend was great, and I hope this week starts off even greater for you as it did for me. Last week we talked about there being a difference between self-esteem and self-image. So I'm going to go right into self-image, and I know I'm not going to finish. But anyway, I want to talk about self-image and how we can sometimes be consumed with trying to portray something that's really not us. First, we may honor our values, but we don't show them because in our minds it's not good enough. It's not going to be a good picture to other people. We try to act tough and like we have it all together, and we dress like we really have it all together, but it compromises and conflicts with the sensitivity that we have inside because we know it's not true. If you carry yourself differently than your values, then you lose self-respect. And it's like, well, but people respect me. But when you look in the mirror, do you respect you? Because actually that's more important than what other people think. Being honest with yourself is absolutely important. Even before you're honest with anyone else, being honest with yourself is most important, because the reality is, if you can't be honest with you, your honesty is compromised when it comes to others, because you're trying to show them something that's not the real you, and that's because you feel like who you are is not good enough, and it is. Second, even if you are successful in creating some sort of image that other people think is really you, you won't feel any better about yourself because you know it's not. Why? Because no one knows the real you, but you do. People will begin to like the image, not knowing who you really are, because it's all you showed them. Eventually, the image will become too much of a chore for you to carry on, and then you drop your guard, and then the real you peeks out. We talked about that last week, how when you drop your guards and the real you come out, people are shocked because what they were presented wasn't real, and what they're looking at now is only partially real, but it does conflict with what you showed. This will also put pressure on you, and it can intimidate you to know that, oh man, this is not what they know about me. How do I retract? It's like trying to unring a bell. You can't do it. The self-image is a trap, and it's one that you don't want to find yourself in. To create a positive self-image that's not real makes you an addict of pretending and can destroy your own self-esteem. Because guess what? Self-image is an outward showing of something, but self-esteem is what's going on the inside. And when you're showing something that's not you, something goes on the inside that deals with your self-esteem. I'm sorry, so sorry. You become addicted to the opinions of other people. You even put what people think before God without even realizing it, without even knowing it. You let other people's opinion be more than your own opinion. And that's because you don't think your opinion is right. You don't think it's good enough. But believe me, you can have the right image. You can have the right level of self-esteem inside. If you could just look at yourself, because you can only see the outside, but you can feel the inside. But if you can allow yourself to see the blessing that you are, that God created you, the image of God we should be presenting to other people, then you would be able to look at yourself genuinely and say, you know what, flaws and all, this is the real me. So if they ever see it, it's all I've ever given them anyway. And it's not anything that I have to pretend before people. You don't try and dress it up in the latest fashion. You don't come up with other people's ideas of what you're supposed to look like. You're not trying to be the image of another star. Your attitudes are based on honesty, and fads come and go. So you don't even try to follow that, because just as soon as you get it down pat, it changes. All of this is your attempt to be accepted, though, by others. Liking yourself, though, is more important. Accepting yourself is more important. But liking yourself will come from the inside out, not the outside in. If others like you, then and only then can you kind of like yourself. That's how we think, but that's not true. We should just simply like us. If we like us, then others just may find us appealing because of the perception and the persona that we put out there. Is very, very positive, very confident, very sure, very pleased, and very settled. We'll talk more later. Don't fall into that image trap. That's what it is. It's a trap. Don't allow yourself to be trapped. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.